Now, you've seen the picture, Crowder, of Billy at the Panthers parade.
Yes. He looked out of place.
Yeah, there it is. He's wearing an Edmonton Oilers jersey and holding a sign. I suck at fantasy football. Last place 2024.
There it is. He has the sign right there. He has the sign.
So, Billy, there is the sign. That's great. So, first of all, tell us, did you know beforehand, like, this would be the punishment or how did it come about that your punishment was to go to the Florida Panthers parade wearing an Oilers jersey? I'm guessing you're a Panthers fan, so it hurt even more.
Yeah. So basically, over the years, our league, we've all known each other probably since we were like 4 years old. But over the last 10 years, we've had the fantasy league. It's helped keep our friend group together. And people don't really do punishments for last place. And this was my first time coming in last place. And I was like, I'm going to set a standard because that has to stop. And so basically, it was just trying to figure something out. That's why it took so long. It wasn't like I saw some things where people were like, oh, yeah, how do you know from the end of football season that that's going to happen? No, it was just it had to be something that was way high level. And literally a few days before the parade, people knew I was going. And I might have trolled my friends the day of game 3 by just sending a photo of the jersey just to mess with them. And that got me kicked out of multiple group chats, and it didn't look good when they lost that game. And so when they found out I was going to go to the parade, they were like, you got to wear the jersey. That's the perfect punishment. And so then, sure enough, I wear the jersey, and I was really worried about things happening to me. So I was like, we need a sign. There has to be a sign that explains this to people.
Just to kind of let people know why you're in that jersey. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And Billy, though, but everybody's not going to read the sign. They're just going to see a troller walking around with an Oilers jersey. Did anything nasty happen? Did any Panthers fan get upset by it?
There were a lot of people yelling at me obscenities, when they couldn't see it, when I was on the fence, and people walking behind couldn't really like see the sign. But for the most part, once people read the sign, it was, oh, that's funny, or people would laugh at me. People on the buses were laughing at me, like going by in front of me.
Yeah, did any of the players acknowledge you when they went by and saw you in an Oilers jersey?
I want to say Forsling came up, read the sign, and I'm trying to remember who else. One other person came up. Kachuk from the top of the bus was giving me a thumbs down as it went by. And a lot of them were like up top. I saw whoever was standing next to Barkov was explaining him like what was going on down there. And so, but yeah, I got a lot of people pouring things on me, squirting water from the water guns. It was a lot of chants in my direction. So, but it was.
Well, was it? It's a weird question. Was it rewarding? Like, did you feel like, hey, I accomplished something here? If you end up last in the fantasy football league, you need to do something worthwhile as a punishment, and I did it. I accomplished it. And at what point did you take the jersey off?
So I didn't take the jersey off till way after the parade. Like we had gone to a hotel afterwards where one of my friends was staying. And that's when I finally got the jersey off, because I was like, I need just AC because this ain't going well. But yeah, I would say that it was cool to know that I went through with it. Looking back, obviously, there was a lot of cool things that came with it, with just how people reacted to it and how it got on the internet and stuff. But I also, I'm happy because nobody else has really done anything. And now our commissioner, who hasn't done anything for 4 years, he lost 4 years ago, still hasn't done anything. We're on him every 5 seconds now. Just you got to do something now. And he's kind of avoiding it, but I'm hoping it sets that up.
Yeah, I got to know, who'd you draft in the first round? What went wrong with your fantasy team?
Why are you so terrible at fantasy football?
So okay, 2 championships actually.
But all we know is you're wearing an Oilers jersey.
Yeah,
that's all hearsay.
So the first round went good. I had the turn. I got Gibbs at 12. Where it messed up was ETN at 13
Yeah,
right after
yeah,
that.
that'll do it. That'll do
That'll do it. The Kyle Pitts saga continues.
it.
And my receivers just weren't there at all. It was just, it was brutal.
You play
And then-
fantasy football, Crowder?
Yeah. I play with no, Solana hadn't been in our league. I played on the WQAM league every now and again.
You put
won the
like time
championship.
into it though?
No, not really. I just draft my guys and let them ride.
Billy, you put time into it every week? Like, are you an active fantasy footballer?
Oh, yeah. The thing is, everybody else in that league does too. Like one of my friend who won the league, he starts mock drafting right now.
Oh,
Like
the worst kind of guy. The worst kind of guy.
He's already mock drafting.
He's got the magazines. Like, oh, I have friends like that too.
Hey, Billy, what is that guy you're speaking of do for a living? Because I got 3 kids. I have to, I have different things to concentrate on.
Actually, he got a really good job. I think sells food like to the people who
Hungry
sell
people.
food to like the restaurants and stuff like that. But that actually started, it's a really good job. That started the year he won the championship. Before that, he couldn't win anything. And so maybe I don't know, the pressure of
The two go hand in hand.
job locked him in a little bit more.
So
And he got married.
did you get any love from like undercover Oilers fans at the parade? Was there anyone who came up to you and they were like, "Yeah, we love Connor McDavid," or treat you like an Oilers fan?
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. There was a lot of people who were like, "Oh man, McDavid's sick. He was still the best player on the ice," and stuff like that. Not really, Edmonton love. There was a guy in an Avalanche jersey for whatever reason who came up to me and took
Another
a photo
fantasy
with
football loser.
me. I don't even know what we're doing there, but yeah, there was a lot of McDavid love. And besides that, it was surprising how many people were like, "Oh, let's get a photo," and then you're hearing people like, "This is the guy we're hearing about. Let's get a photo," and stuff like that. It was crazy to me.
So it's kind of like a testament to South Florida sports fans. We're a pretty classy group of sports fans. Did you come away with that takeaway?
Yeah. I think too. Like after it was all said and done, I was like, Panthers fans, there's nothing wrong. I know South Florida fans in general have a reputation, especially Heat fans, with just everybody else hating us, which is great. I love that. But you didn't really get that with the Cats fans. I don't know if it's just hockey has a different vibe in general, but no, everybody was pretty nice to me. So that was great.
That's cool. Billy Lijoi, dude, wore an Oilers jersey to the Panthers parade and lived to tell about it. And it's all because he's terrible at fantasy football. Better luck next year. What's your team name in fantasy football?
It's the Hollywood Good Hot Sauce because it's based off a restaurant that's in the area. So they have good hot sauce, and that kind of just stuck.
We got that. Yeah.
Well, better luck next season. Hopefully you don't have to.
No, my name, Hawk.
What's your name?
That Najee's crazy. Like Najee Harris.
Henny given Sunday over here, gentlemen. Henny given Sunday.
Shadow banned if I play. Long story. Billy, thank you for making time for us. It's a cool story. You definitely stood out like a sore thumb at the parade, but glad that you were able to pay off your fantasy football debt. We appreciate you making time for us, Billy.
Thanks for having me.
There you go, Billy Lijoi. Such a great story. I would never do that. I don't go to away games just because I don't want to get beat up. I'm certainly not going to someone's celebratory parade wearing the opposing team's jersey.
Solana let his dad get thrown down the stairs. Come on, man.
This guy's coming to the parade in an Oilers jersey.
Don't go with Solana.
Got guts, man.